Welcome everyone to to our board meeting tonight. It's great to have everyone here. We appreciate your time and coming to spend some time with us. We'll begin tonight with a musical performance. Squire Choir, North Ogden Junior High Men's Choir, performing When Johnny Comes Marching Home, directed by Logan Kelly. And following the musical performance, Wyatt Wilcox will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Go ahead.
Please stand and repeat the Pledge of Allegiance after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks to the North Ogden Junior Men's Choir. Wonderful job, Mr. Kelly. Great job. We appreciate you coming in and doing that, sharing that talent with us.
Yeah, let's give one more hand. Push out the,
Let's give him another round of applause.
Robert's gonna need help.
Do we need to call two men on a truck to help you guys? Or?
We got Clyde and Matt.
Well, good then. We're going to, okay, we have some recognition that we'd like to take care of right now with Fremont High School Principal Mitchell.
So I have I can take this out,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Fantastic, okay. I have the awesome pleasure, fantastic opportunity to highlight one of our teachers, Miss Michelle Monterith. So I'm gonna have her stand up for a minute so everybody can see where she is. She just rushed here because she's finished teaching PM school. Michelle has her hands in a lot of different places at Fremont, so thanks for driving here like crazy. I just was on the phone with her and she said, I forgot my wallet, I was rushing here, I can't use the toll road, but I'm gonna be there in just a minute. I said, you're gonna make it, don't worry. So we just wanna spend a couple of minutes. You get to take a nice deep breath and relax because we wanna talk about how amazing you are, Michelle. Michelle recently received a Lifetime Achievement Art Educator of the Year award this year. And she's just phenomenal, so we'll spend a minute talking about you, Michelle. She doesn't like to have the limelight on her, and in just a minute I'm gonna have her come up. All right, so Michelle, it's really easy to look at her accomplishments. They're not even all listed on here. Over 21 plus awards throughout the course of her year or her career. How many years have you been teaching, Michelle? 22. So there's almost up here right now an award for every single year that she's been teaching. It's pretty incredible. Okay, this is something Michelle said recently. There's nothing quite as rewarding as creating something that didn't exist before. The only thing that tops it is helping someone else create something that they are really proud of. That's fantastic, pretty special. These are some of the awards that our kids created this year with Michelle at the at Gallery on 25th. Pretty phenomenal artwork. Okay, last year, this is something Michelle created with all of her students at Fremont in every single class. They created, coming out of the pandemic, that's pretty difficult to create unity, help kids to feel included. So I think this would probably be about 6 by 6 if you took one of those each one of those swatches. She put them all together. I can't imagine how you would prepare something like this when you've got kids in multiple classes. And then once they were all put together, last year this was our school theme. The pack is back with kids being able to participate in all the different things that are going on in a school. And that's hanging from one of our banisters, and we left it this year, even though we have a new school theme, because so many kids loved it. They had so much to say about it. It just kind of elicited a different kind of emotion in the building. It really did create unity, and we're just so grateful for her for coming up with something so beautiful to unify us. These are some photos that I took. They're down in the art hall right now. They were all of these pieces, if you look at them really closely, they all have ribbons on them. These are all the kids who won awards either from the art gallery competition that just took place, where they had different compositions that were available for people to come in and judge. Or a big tradition at Fremont is during the art show, we as administrators will go in and look at different art pieces, and then we will purchase them from the students, and they hang in the school. And so everything that's here, right here in these photos, was purchased or maybe given an award from a judge, right? Okay. Here's some more of them. They're just really fantastic. And that's due to Michelle. Here's a couple things that her colleagues had to say about her, and I won't read them all. Michelle is the glue that holds the art department together. I've learned more from her than anyone about teaching art. This is from our pottery teacher, Mr. Ballstead. He's fantastic. It's a huge compliment to you. Michelle didn't know, by the way, that we were doing any of this. So when we came back from spring break and I was talking to her about it, it was, I think, probably a little bit of a shock and a surprise. I've seen Michelle complete some amazing projects with her students. She's created collaborative mural collages and paintings. She stays late and works tirelessly on these projects. Her classes are always bursting and growing. She has a warm and inviting spirit. Her cooperative attitude and good energy are so wonderful to have in our art department here at Fremont, and they are, so thank you. And I talked to some kids, because they're the truth tellers, right? They always tell you what's going on in a school. So Miss Monteith is the reason I have fallen in love with art. She has encouraged me to enter several competitions, which have led to scholarship opportunities, school awards, and even Sterling Scholar. I would not have been able to do any of that without her. She will forever be a very important person in my life. That says it all, right? You know you're doing it right, you're getting it right when kids will say things like that about you. Mrs. Monteith is an amazing, absolutely amazing teacher. She's always in such a good mood and never hesitates to help us to be our best. She encourages us to work hard and try new things. She is one of the best teachers I have ever had. And then Avery Shaw said, Mrs. Monteith is patient and encourages everyone to express themselves creatively, whether or not they feel artistic. That's awesome. And the last one over here I want to read is from Cooper Marriott. Cooper, when I talked to him, you could tell art is not his jam. Like, he's just, it's hard for him, right? Is that true? But this is what he had to say. He said, Monteith has been able to teach me why art is so important and help me understand why we need to learn about it. And I love that. So, good work. Okay, this last slide, this is what I want to leave you with about Michelle. So, if you look at a 22-year career with Michelle at Fremont High School and you walk through the halls, Michelle has literally been able to help shape us, brand us, influence us, because when you're walking through the halls of Fremont High School, it's everywhere. Her work, her influence is everywhere. I don't know of very many people who are educators who can say that about what they've done in their career, the kind of legacy that they're leaving. And so with that, we just want to say thank you, and you're so deserving. So congratulations, Michelle. Now you have to come up here. So yes, congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Art Educator of the Year award, and then you get to go through here because I know they all want to congratulate you as well. So thank you.
Thanks again. That was awesome. We appreciate everything our teachers do and our administration. What a great place. Let's move on. Board, you've had an opportunity to review the consent calendar for approval with the addition that Dr. Peterson added. Do I have a motion to approve that? Doug, and second Bruce. All in favor?
Aye.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, please.
I just want, one of the things on the consent calendar was the out-of-state travel for the DECA students. So that we've got over 40 kids at Weber High traveling to DECA Nationals, which is amazing. Weber has the highest amount of students competing at the from the Utah high schools. And so I just wanted to a shout out to Alan Rollins, Angie Larson, and Kyle Stanger, because they go above and beyond for their DECA students. And my daughter went to ICDC last year in Atlanta, and it's a great opportunity, and those teachers are remarkable.
Thanks, Kelly. Any other comments? Thanks. Okay, let's see. Let's go to some action items. Heidi Alder, please.
Good evening, board. I am here tonight to, is this on? Yes? No? We good? Okay. To present for second reading the policies that were presented last month. You recall we talked about policy 4300, retention and placement in specialized class or program, and policy, what is currently policy 4220, which will be renumbered to be policy 6800. There were no comments on current new policy 6800, which is the Governmental Records Access and Management Act policy. And so I'll start with that one. And I would submit to the board to approve policy 6800, formerly policy 4220, on second reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
And how about 4,300?
Do you want to do both of them at the same time, or do you want me to do one at a time?
Well,
We can do 42. Should vote on each one.
let's do, board, Heidi's presented us those policy changes. I would look for a motion to approve the 6,800 renamed as 4220, 4220 revised policy 6,800.
So,
Janice?
Second.
And Jan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed to that? Any comments? Thanks.
The second policy, 4300, retention and placement in specialized class or program, does have a few minor modifications. You can see in your materials the edits in red/pink edits. Most of them are semantic and clarifying changes, but there is an additional paragraph that was added after the initial reading last month. We realized we inadvertently left off a section that is a new board rule that needed to be incorporated into this policy. It's at the very end of section 5, where it states, consistent with State Board Rule R277-728, an honors course shall be open and available to any interested student, and a principal will not prohibit enrollment in an honors course based on a student's past performance, experience, or other measure. This is a new state board rule, and we cannot prohibit a student from enrolling in an honors class, which would be considered a specialized program based on past performance or any other measure. We allow the student to enroll, period. And so we put it in this policy as that is the most appropriate place for it. So.
No, I just wanted to make the comment that I appreciate the changes that were made, and I think they clarify those items on what to do with students who need to be retained. So thank you, Heidi.
Yeah. So I would submit to the board to pass policy 4300 on second reading.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I didn't see who, was that Kelly first? Okay. And Jan, wonderful. Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed to that? Thank
Okay,
you, Heidi.
thank you.
Well, we have quite a crowd here tonight for this next section. We'll turn some time over to Superintendent Butters for some administrative appointments.
it is a fun night. It's great to see so many great people in the crowd there, and welcome. Before we begin, I'd be remiss if we didn't take just a few moments to recognize the dedication and service board of 3 of our important leaders who are retiring from their duties in Weaver School District at the end of this school year. And one just happens to be front and center right here, and I'm going to put her on the spot. But Carla Porter has spent 30 total years in education in Weber School District. I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's one of my all-time favorite people, and we're going to miss her dearly. But she earned her Bachelor's of Arts with a double major from BYU in English and Cinematic Theater Arts, master's degree in curriculum from Weber State. She was endorsed administratively through Utah State. She's taught a total of 11 years at Sandridge Junior High School as a language arts teacher, and spent some time, maybe about 10 years, home with her babies, had her priorities correct. She moved to Roy High upon her return and spent 4 years teaching English there. She interned as an administrator at Rocky Mountain for 3 years and was a principal at Plain City Elementary for 4 years before she moved to the district office and served as the elementary education supervisor for 4 years. And she's completed her educational journey in the student services department the last 4 years as our director. I just want to make sure that we acknowledge the wonderful dedicated service of Carla Porter. Carla, would you just stand and give a wave? Let's give her a hand. There are 2 other educators we're just going to give a quick shout out to tonight. If they're here, please wave at me if you wouldn't mind. But Shirley Passy is retiring as a principal right now, current principal at North Ogden Elementary. 28 years of service in Weaver School District. She taught kindergarten and 2nd grade at Pioneer and Roosevelt Elementaries. She was a reading specialist at Club Heights, counselor at North Park and Valley View. She interned as an administrator Washington Terrace, Valley View, Midland, and Roy. And like I said, she's finishing her career at North Ogden Elementary, but spent a bit of time as a principal at Lakeview and North Ogden, finishing at North Ogden. Let's give Shirley a hand. Are you here, Shirley? I don't see her. And last but not least, we want to give a shout out to Melissa Copeland. Melissa spent 23 years in education, 22 here in Weber School District. Her assignments have included being a 4th grade teacher at Municipal. She was an administrative intern at a variety of elementary schools across her career, and has been a principal at both Country View and is finishing her tenure at Majestic Elementary right now. Melissa was adamant when I talked to her that I stressed that it was her absolute pleasure to serve in these great schools and capacities across her career. I'd be in trouble if I didn't mention that. So congratulations to Melissa. Let's give her a hand. All right. Well, board, I'd recommend, with your approval, that we take a few minutes and outline the new leadership assignments at both the district and school levels, and then ask for your formal approval of these appointments first. Then we'd like to circle back and get to know those that are receiving advancements tonight. So if you're okay with that, President Whittison, board, we'll go ahead and go about that. With the retirement of Carla Porter, the Student Services Director position has been assigned to Jennifer Warren. Jennifer is currently serving as our special education supervisor. Jennifer is a consummate child advocate. We congratulate Jennifer. With the retirement of Lynn Raymond earlier in the year, the Tech Services Director position will be filled by Dr. Jennifer Boyer-Thurgood. Jennifer has been serving in the interim director role for that department since earlier this year and has simply done a fantastic job. We have assigned the current Special Education Director, Quinn Carlindsey, to take on a newly created position, perfect for his talents and skill set, that of Assistant Director of Human Resources. Quinn will provide more intensive support and training to the employees of our district, as well as intensify our recruiting, hiring, and teacher-employee retention efforts. With both Quinn Carlindsey and Jennifer Warren leaving the special ed department to take on new leadership roles, we have assigned 2 leaders to take on their very challenging assignments. Juliana Woodbury will be the new special education director. Jared Abney will serve as the new special education supervisor. Both educators are known for their ability to inspire and create a noble vision for those in their charge. With the split of our curriculum and instruction and assessment department into 2 departments, we've asked Sherry Hyder to pivot and serve as the Assessment School Improvement and Research Director. She has graciously agreed to take on an expanded role regarding assessment. We have assigned the very capable Heather Nilsson to be the new Curriculum and Instruction Director. Heather and Sherry will prove to be a fantastic team as we work to enhance student learning outcomes in Weber School District. As Heather Nielsen vacates her current position as elementary supervisor, there is a need to fill this position. We welcome Kurt Swalberg as the new elementary supervisor. Kurt has served as a principal at all 3 educational levels, elementary, junior high, and high school. This perspective will serve us well. The immense growth on the west side and north end of the county has necessitated the creation of an additional cone of schools in Weber School District. Westfield High School, Mountain View Junior, and a new elementary school are currently under construction. A pivotal support role has been created in the Facilities and Operations Department to support the addition of a new cone of schools and all that goes with it. Brian Anderson will be leaving his post as Silver Ridge Elementary Principal to serve as the new Supervisor of Facilities and Operations. Brian's people skills and work ethic will carry the day in this new role. Board, I'd like to just illustrate maybe more visually what our organizational structure will look like going forward, and also including these new changes, administrative changes. So Trent, would you mind pivoting and making sure that what I have on my screen ends up there, possibly? So this would help those out there in the crowd to kind of see how we've organized ourselves at the district level moving forward. You can see the different departments. Anybody that is listed in a blue color is somebody that's taking on an existing leadership role. Anybody in green is somebody taking on, a leader that is taking on a new position that has been created due to the growth of Weber School District. And those in purple are filling occupancies that have become available due to the retirement of our great leaders. So I will just leave that up for just a few minutes as we move into the school level assignments. Any questions as we've gone there so far, board? Okay. All right. We'll walk through the school level assignments cone by cone, school by school. We think that would make a little bit more sense. So we're going to start with the Bonneville cone. We officially welcome Jennifer Thomas as the new principal of Riverdale Elementary. Jennifer's been serving as the interim principal at the school for several months. An administrative intern position has been added at T.H. Bell Jr. Andrew Penland has been assigned to this leadership position. Andrew is currently serving as a school counselor at Walquist Junior High. In the Fremont cone, a new leadership team has been assigned to Rocky Mountain Junior. Quincy Mogalich will take the reins as principal. Quincy's been serving the Fremont community as an assistant principal, and Brian Heward, a Steele from Davis School District, I had to throw that in, will be assigned as the assistant principal of the Grizzlies. Heather Georgie will be the new principal at Silver Ridge Elementary. She replaces Brian Anderson as he takes on a new leadership role at the district level. 4 assignment changes or lateral moves will impact the Fremont cone. Brett Craner, current Rocky Mountain principal, has been named as the new principal of Walquist Junior High. Christy Hancock, current principal of West Haven Elementary, has been assigned to be principal at Far West Elementary as Kurt Swalberg transitions into a district role. Hal Raymond will join the mighty Fremont High administrative team as an assistant principal. Hal has spent several years at Weber Innovation High School, and we thank him for his dedicated service getting that school up and running. Moving from administrative intern at Rocky Mountain Junior to the same position at Fremont High is Carrie Fredrickson. We'll move to the Roy Cone. The Roy Cone schools will see the most administrative changes for next year compared to our other Weber School District cones. We congratulate Brenda Hart, who will be the next principal for the Roy High Royals. Brenda's been serving as assistant principal at Roy High. Included on her team is Brad Gathercole. Brad will move from administrative intern to assistant principal at Roy High. Bryce Chamberlain, currently a performing arts teacher at Bonneville High, will step into the administrative intern role at Roy High School. Welcome. Due to Jared Abney's new district level assignment, a new principal will take the helm at North Park Elementary. Michelle Strait has been named as the principal and has been serving as a Title I coordinator. Skylar Kendall advances from an administrative intern at Fremont High to assistant principal at Sandridge Junior. An administrative intern position will be added at Sandridge Junior, and we're pleased to welcome Ashley Blaisdell into that role. Ashley is currently a fax teacher at Weber High. Due to Christy Hancock's move as principal from West Haven to Far West, we welcome a new principal to West Haven Elementary, Courtney Geisler. Courtney comes to us from Davis School District. An administrative intern has been assigned to Roy Jr. Krish Archuleta, a current special ed math teacher at Orion Jr., will take on that important role. 3 elementary principal assignment changes or lateral moves will impact the Roy Cone. Stacy Roundtree, currently the principal at Midland, will serve the Lakeview school community next year. Kevin Chase, current principal of Municipal, will be the new principal at Midland Elementary. Becky Dills will move from principal of Orchard Springs to the same role at Municipal Elementary. We're getting there. Weber Cone. Weber Cone. Due to the pending retirement of Melissa Copeland, a new principal will be assigned to Majestic Elementary. We welcome Libby Jacobson to this leadership role. Libby joins us from Davis School District. Shirley Passey's retirement necessitates a new principalship assignment at North Ogden Elementary. Renelle Cox has been assigned as the new principal of the Eagles. 3 administrative reassignments impact the Weber Cone for next year. Scott Elliott, longtime principal of Walquist Jr., has been asked to move in an easterly direction and take on the principalship at Orion Jr. Joining him at Orion as the assistant principal will be Jeff Jackson, who is currently the assistant principal at Sandridge Jr. A new principal will take the helm at Orchard Springs, Spencer Oakey. Spencer has been serving as Lakeview's principal in the Roy Cone. Our new Westfield Cone. It's an exciting time in Weber School District. We talked about the creation of the new schools. 3 new schools are scheduled to open their doors to children in August of 2024. To prepare those schools for opening, we'll appoint new principals tonight to 2 of the 3 schools. For the new Westfield High School, Mike Martini received the call to lead the Longhorn community. Mike is currently serving as principal of Roy High School. Matt Patterson, the current principal at Orion Junior, will be the principal of the new Mountain View Junior High Mavericks. The principal of the new elementary school in West Haven will be named in January of 2024. It will be so exciting to see Mike and Matt work to establish 2 new school brands to serve the wonderful students, staff, and patrons in the Taylor and West Haven communities. Good luck, guys. A few final administrative announcements to announce. Due to Juliana Woodbury's new assignment as Special Ed Director, we've assigned Scott Franck as the new principal of Canyon View School. Scott has been serving at Canyon View as an administrative intern these past few months, and his heart and hustle will carry the day. Nick Harris, our current Digital Teaching and Learning Director, will take on a dual role moving forward. He will remain the DTNL Director and also serve as the principal of Weber Innovation and Weber Online. Mr. Harris will be very busy, and we thank him for taking on these additional leadership roles. The longtime and beloved leader of the Environmental Center, Dave Jenkins, is retiring. We wish him well. We are excited to announce that Ben Prawl will become the new administrator of the Environmental Center. Ben has been serving as the assistant principal of Orion Junior. He's a perfect fit for this role, especially due to his in-depth knowledge of science, curriculum, learning activities, as well as the fact that he's been a longtime facilitator of large-scale outdoor youth camps. 3 new elementary administrative interns are announced tonight. Karen Miller, current educational equity coordinator, will move into school administration. Nanette Watson, a current reading specialist at Plain City, joins the administrative ranks. And we also welcome Kim Borwaller in this new assignment. Kim is a 4th grade teacher at Orchard Springs. Whoa, that's a lot. I'd like to just pivot really quickly and put another visual up for you. This one shows you by cone board all of the new assignments. We tried to present it in kind of an organized way, and I hope that that's easy to read back there in the back. Anybody in green has worked their way into an advancement, and we will hear from those folks, and they will address the board tonight. Anybody in blue is experiencing more of a lateral move, and we just wanted to give them a shout out here in the narrative that I just read, but they will not address the board tonight. What we'd like to do is, one at a time, have each of these great leaders step forward to the microphone. So when I read your name and your new position, would you come up? But before we do that, board, I would turn it to President Whittison for his rendering of an approval on these changes.
Okay, wonderful. Good board. We've listened to Superintendent Butters present the administrative changes for this year to us, and I would look for a motion to approve those. Janice, a second. Jan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any approved? Any opposed? I can put both feet in my mouth at one time if you'd like me to. Any opposed to that? Any comments from anyone? All right, thank you.
I don't want to do all the talking tonight. I'm going to, however, take us through the district level advancements, and then the 2 assistant superintendents will help me with helping introduce some of the others as we move through. Let's have Juliana Woodbury, our new special education director, come on up. Juliana, let's give her a hand. Thank you. I'll tell you a little bit about Juliana, and I won't be able to encapsulate everything about her, but she earned her BS from Weber State in psychology and criminal justice. She has a SPED license from Utah State, a master's in instructional leadership. She is working very close to having her doctorate completed in educational leadership. Should be done by this summer. She spent 20 total years in education. She's worked as a paraeducator, life skills teacher, mentor, life skills professional, provided professional development for the district and state. She's been a special education coordinator for us, and is currently serving as the principal of Canyon View. Julianne has been married for 20 years to her best friend and biggest cheerleader, Nathan. She's a mom to 3 outstanding individuals, Bella, Daphne, and Titus. Juliana, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters, Board President Whittison, and the board. I am so honored to receive this opportunity, and students in Weber District, particularly students who might require some extra special attention and education, have my heart, and I am going to work my hardest to make sure that they get my very best every day, and just really appreciate the opportunity. I have some of my cheerleaders here with me tonight, my husband Nathan, and 2 out of 3 of my kids I could get away from activities.
Nathan, we're going to make you start us off right. Will you stand up so we can see you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you. All right. Can we have Brian Anderson come on up? Brian? Brian graduated from Weber State University with a Bachelor's of Science. He has a Master's from Utah State and received his endorsement in administration there. He's worked 29 years in education. He's been a secondary teacher and administrator at Park Valley School and Snowbell Elementary in Box Elder School District. He's taught science at Sandridge Junior, and he's been the principal at Pioneer Elementary and is currently serving as the Silver Ridge principal. Brian's wife, Tiffany, of 30 years plus, teaches 4th grade at Far West for us. They have 4 children. Now get these names. These names are awesome. Oakley is the daughter. She's married to husband Cam. They have 2 children, Rose and Tanner. Hunter is engaged to Caroline, wedding in June, and he's attending BYUI. Fisher is another son attending Weber State University, and Trapper is the final son graduating from Fremont High School in May. Congratulations, Brian. Brian will be serving in our facilities and operations supervisory position.
If my face doesn't work too well tonight, it's because I had too much fun over spring break, so apologize for that. This is my 3rd time to be in front of the board, and each time is a humbling experience. And again, this is another humbling experience to take on a new role in this district to help with buildings and grounds and facilities. It's something that I've learned to grow and love and have a passion to make sure our facilities and buildings are ready for kids, to help them grow and learn in what they need to do. So thank you for the opportunity, Superintendent and Board, and I'm excited for this new opportunity to work with Larry and see what we can do. I do have my wife back here, Tiffany.
Tiffany, stand up. There you go.
And you did hear the theme in my kids' names. My daughter Oakley, she's the outlier. She's not here tonight. She's with 2 young kids. But I have Hunter and Fisher and Trapper. And then I brought my mom here with me tonight. My dad and her husband, Keith, taught school for 35 years in Weber School District as well. Awesome. So thank you again.
Congratulations. Next is Jared Abney, who's been named to be our special ed supervisor. Jared, come on up. Way in the back. I'll start talking while he's making his way up. Jared earned his BS in elementary special education. He has a composite from Weber State University, a master's in education curriculum from Weber State, and his administrative credential from Utah State. He's been an educator for 15 years. Quite a list of things that he's done in the special ed realm. I'll just list a few of them. He's been a special ed paraprofessional, a special education mild moderate teacher, Tier 3 SEL special education junior high teacher, 5th grade regular education teacher. He runs the gamut, all sorts of experience here. Behavior unit teacher. He supervised elementary Tier 2 SEL units. He's been a special ed mentor, and an elementary administrative internship was spent at Canesville and Silver Ridge. Right now, Jared is serving as the North Park principal, and he is married to Jamie, the love of his life. They have 5 children, Benjamin, Thomas, James, Abigail, and Lucy. And Benjamin and Thomas are serving church missions in Louisiana and Ecuador, and the Abneys enjoy camping, backpacking, fishing, and sports. Welcome, Jared.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters. Thank you, President Whittison and the board. I'm honored to stand before you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It wasn't necessarily in my plan. I have been so grateful to work at North Park Elementary. I love that school, those kids, teachers. It was hard to step away today and let them know that I wouldn't be returning. But I'm so excited to step into this new role and work with the special education students of the district. I, like Juliana, have a large place in my heart for those that have struggled in school. I have even found myself when I was younger struggling to get through school, and has been my goal in entering education to help those have a good experience and to be successful. So I'm very grateful for my family, my wife especially, if she wants to stand up. Oh, there you are. I definitely couldn't have achieved any of the great successes in my life without her. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Good luck. Next, let's have Kurt Swalberg come up, who will be our new elementary supervisor. Kurt graduated from Weber State University with a Bachelor's of Science. He has a Master of Arts in Teaching from Grand Canyon University and earned his administrative credential from Utah State. This is his 24th year in education. He's been a 6th grade teacher at Riverdale and Midland, an administrative intern at Bonneville High and Freedom Elementary, principal of Valley View, principal of Orion, Roy Jr., Roy High, and he's the current principal of Far West. Kurt's wife is Emily, and they have 4 amazing kids. Welcome, Kurt.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters and board. And I'm excited for this position. As you can see, that I've been around the block a little bit, and I've had the opportunity to serve in all 4 of our cones in the district. And it's been my pleasure to be able to serve in each one of those capacities. And I'm really excited about this new position. To be able to continue to support our students. We have the most amazing students in the world, as you know, and I'm excited to help them. I love our theme that that superintendent and the superintendency has put together. I see you, I got you, and I love that because of these kids. We see them, we got them, and I look forward in this capacity to be able to help a wider variety of students and work with Mary Jo Williams in this capacity. And it's gonna be a fun and a great ride. So, thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks, Kurt. Oh yes, Kurt. Did you want to?
He's not alone.
You want to have? You better give a wave, or you're going to be in trouble later.
I'm already fired. So, I would like to introduce my wife is here, my beautiful wife Emily, who is also an educator at. She's a teacher at South Ogden Junior High in the CTE. And then I do have 4 wonderful kids that are not here tonight because they are out and about doing various activities and commitments. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, Jennifer Warren, come on down. It feels like the price is right, doesn't it? Jennifer Warren is our new Student Services Director. Jennifer graduated from Weber State University with a Bachelor's in Early Childhood, Elementary, and Special Education. She earned her Master's from the University of Phoenix, and she has a degree in school counseling. She also earned her school leadership endorsement through Western Governors. She's been in our district for 24 years and served in a myriad of capacities. She served at Bonneville High School as a special ed teacher. She's been a special education coordinator for our district. She was the principal of Canyon View and currently is serving as special education supervisor in Weber School District. She's married to Preston, who's an English teacher at Bonneville High School. They have a daughter, Kennedy, and a son-in-law, Skylar, who I believe is here tonight. Granddaughters, Remy and Harvey, and baby Lou is due in May. Welcome, Jennifer.
Superintendent Butters and President Widdowson and board, I just want to say thank you for this next great adventure. I've had many opportunities in the district, and I've appreciated and learned from each one of them. Many people in this room have taught me so much about the educator I am today, and my goal is to continue to serve students. I love students, and it's important for them to all achieve everything that they can. So I will continue to hopefully work toward that mission. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I did bring, so my husband, Preston, he maybe won't want to stand up because I think he has a grandbaby on his lap. Our daughter, Kennedy, who's right behind him, her husband, Skylar, and then Preston has Remy, and somewhere Harvey's on somebody's lap, and there she is on the in-laws' lap. Yeah. And in a few weeks, we'll have baby girl number 3.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
Best of luck. Thanks. Mr. Quinn Carlidze, please come on down. Quinn is going to be our new Assistant Director in Human Resources. He graduated from Weber State University with a Bachelor's of Science in Sports Medicine, earned his Master's from Utah State, K-12 Special Education Teaching License, and earned his Educational Leadership Credential from Southern Utah. This is his 22nd year as an educator. He has taught in special education at Bonneville High for 7 years. He was an elementary principal at UN Elementary in Plain City. And he's been the special education director for Weber School District for the past 5 years. Quinn and his wife have 5 children, ages 19 to 27, and 3.5 grandchildren, ages -0.5 to 8. Do the math. Were you a math teacher? I don't know. Welcome, Quinn. Congratulations.
Thank you. Superintendent Butters and board, thank you so much for this opportunity. Special ed has been a big chunk of my life. The individuals in special education have hearts of gold. They're wonderful to work with. I've loved learning from them and serving those students in that population. So thank you for that. Looking forward, HR, I respect those individuals, and HR, I look forward to working with Nicole and Laurie and the rest of the crew. So thank you so much for that opportunity. We'll continue to serve. With me, I don't know where my kids and grandkids are right now, but I do have my wife, Rebecca. She is a special education teacher in Weber School District as well, so she has a heart of gold, and she supports me in everything, so thank you very much.
Awesome. Good luck. Hey.
Hey, Quinn. Quinn, do you have a joke? They'll tell you that staff meeting tomorrow.
All right, a couple of more to finish the district level assignments. We'll have Heather Nielsen come down. Heather's our new curriculum and instruction director. Heather earned her Master's of Education Instructional Leadership from Utah State, her Bachelor of Science in Elementary Ed from Weber State. This is her 24th year as an educator. She's been a principal at Plain City, West Haven, Alpine Online School in the Alpine School District, administrative intern at Lakeview Elementary, and is currently serving as the elementary education supervisor. Heather and her husband Derek have 3 children, Cody, Megan, and Mikkel, son-in-law Carson, and daughter-in-law Kaylee, granddaughter Macy Kay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and board. I am just so humbled by this opportunity, and I'm excited to serve in this capacity. I have loved my time in elementary ed, serving with Mary Jo Williams and working closely with elementary school principals, but I have a great passion for teaching and learning, and I'm excited to work with that team. I know that we can do some great things for kids and change lives, and so I'm just really excited about that opportunity. Tonight I have my family with me. I have my husband Derek, and he was hoping he could stand up. So, and I have my son Cody, my daughter Megan, and her husband Carson, and my daughter Mikkel, and I have my mom and dad Paul and Paulette Barnes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Congratulations, Heather. Jennifer Boyer Thurgood, Dr. Thurgood, our new Technical Services Director. Jennifer earned her Bachelor's of Science in Business Management from the University of Phoenix, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education from Weber State University. She has a Master's of Art in Curriculum and Technology from the University of Phoenix, earned her administrative credential from Utah State, and has her doctorate of philosophy in curriculum and instruction with an emphasis in mathematics education from Utah State. This is her 21st year in education, excuse me. She's been a teacher's aide, taught 3rd, 4th, 6th grades, dual language immersion, technology specialist while teaching part-time mathematics and education instructor at Utah State. She's been a curriculum specialist, principal of Weber Online, and has been serving currently as the interim director of our tech services department. Jennifer and her husband Brock have 5 children. Kel, who's serving a mission in Washington State, Ty C, Lib, Gracie, and Bo. Right?
Yep.
All right. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you. Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and board. I'm humbled and grateful for this opportunity. Also excited. Walking away from, or not walking away, but leaving Weaver Online a little earlier than expected earlier this year was heart-wrenching for me, as Superintendent Butters knows. They will always have a piece of my heart, and working with tech services since August has been an absolute privilege. That department is full of dedicated, innovative, service-oriented people that I've had an opportunity to get to know and work with a little bit over the last few months, and I consider myself really lucky to get to stay there a little bit longer and continue to work with them. So again, thank you for trusting me with this opportunity. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you.
Should I introduce my family? I know. I've got a crew. I've got my husband Brock, who's my ultimate cheerleader and makes things happen, so thank you. My son Tice, who's a student at Bonneville, and then my 2 youngest children, Bo and Gracie, who are down in the crowd.
Sorry, Tice, I slaughtered your name. I apologize about that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to ask our 2 great assistant superintendents to come up and help us with the school level adjustments here and assignments. So we'll start with Clyde Moore. He'll take the Bonneville cone and the Fremont cone.
Superintendent Butters is willing to tap out on this, so I'll pick up the slack for her right now. President Whittison, Board, Superintendent Butters, I want to continue recognizing those that we are advancing or bringing into administrator's role tonight. I'm going to ask Andrew Penland to come up. I want to share a personal note with Andrew. We kind of go way back, but I probably go further with his dad. His dad was my principal over at Ben Lomond High School when I was teaching and coaching over there. So this is going in a kind of a full circle. So this is special. Andrew graduated from Weber State with a Bachelor of Science in Health Administration. Got his master's from Utah State in Psychology and School Counseling. And he's currently enrolled in the Utah State University in Administrative Endorsement. Andrew been 12 years as a school counselor at both secondary and elementary. And he currently is a school counselor at Walkwest Junior High School. Andrew is married to his wife, Shauna Lee, for 22 years. And Shauna Lee is also a graduate of Fremont High School. So he's keeping it real here, right? So they have 4 wonderful boys. Jace, who is the oldest, and Jace is also, he graduated from Fremont High School and is a sophomore at Weber State. Logan is currently a junior at Fremont High. And Brady and Luke are twins, and also an 8th grade at Walkwest Junior High. The boys love multiple sports. They play football, basketball, but mainly baseball. I watched them play a lot of baseball in the last few years. And the 3 of the boys are currently on the Fremont High baseball team. So I'm going to turn the time over to Andrew.
Awesome. And while Andrew, I'm going to interject 2 things. Check out his red shoes before you go tonight. And secondly, he has been placed as the new intern at T.H. Bell.
I'd like to thank the superintendency and the board. I won't go into details about the shoes, but there is a story behind those. I'm excited for an awesome opportunity. This is an amazing district, and I've worked in other districts, and I've done other jobs working with youth, and I think it's safe to say for all of us that are working in education, we do it because we love the kids. But what makes this district a little bit more special is we get to work with amazing kids, and the people we work with are also amazing. And as I kind of looked around the room, it is a little intimidating to be standing up here, but I see so many familiar faces and faces that kind of make me laugh and make me think of all the great times we've had working with these kids. This is a special district, and I'm grateful for the special opportunity to go and work with 2 amazing administrators with Nicole and Ryan over at T.H. Bell. But I probably have, most importantly, people to thank for why I'm even here. And so I would like to introduce my wife, Shanna Lee, who did, she's my rock, that did, yes, she did graduate from Fremont. And her mom is right next to her, Connie Brown, and she's much more of a legend than I am. Most of you, probably a lot of you know her a lot more than you know me. She was the head secretary at Rocky Mountain forever. And then I did bring my parents, Bruce and Ann Penland, and my dad he was actually my high school principal growing up. And so, and my mom also is a retired educator in special ed. And so education kind of is in our family. I have two sisters that are also in education, and my brother is too. So I think we kind of found our love, and it's in our genes a little bit, but I'm so excited for this new opportunity. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait to get going.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thanks.
Next, I'd like to invite Jen Thomas. Jen received her bachelor's degree from Southern Utah University with a reading endorsement. She is currently attending Western Governors to get her master's degree in education and leadership. Jen is also presently the intern at Riverdale Elementary. She has 12 years in education. She taught 1st, 2nd, and 6th grade as a teacher, a reading specialist, instructional coach, letters trainer, talent warrant coordinator, and like I said, an intern presently at Riverdale Elementary. Jen and her husband, Danny. Danny is also a teacher at Fremont. They have 3 daughters, Ellie, Ryan, and Izzy. Jen.
And Jen will be our new Riverdale principal.
And I am finished with my degree, just so you know. Okay. So thank you, Superintendent Butters and President Whittison and School Board. I'm really honored to be here and to be the principal over Riverdale Elementary. Riverdale Elementary has an incredible community. The Riverdale police come and walk my halls like almost every morning, and they make me feel so safe, and they're there all the time. I know Lieutenant Casey is like, Jen, how are things going? He reaches out to me. Fantastic. I've never had a police department work so closely with a school, and I love it. Also, Mayor Mitchell, Riverdale Mayor, he actually came and picked up me and the kids today, took me in a fire truck over to the community center. They fed me. They talked about things that they do with the kids, and they asked the kids, what do you want Riverdale City to have? And they're like, we want a skate park, and we want pickleball courts. And he's writing it down. I'm going to bring it to community council. You know, I'm going to tell them you guys want this. And just so inclusive and supportive, great community that I'm coming into, and I'm so excited to work with them. The staff at Riverdale Elementary have just welcomed me. I've had to do a few changes. They've embraced them. We've worked together. I just feel like I'm going to go really far with the staff and with the school, and I love the kids. We have great kids at Riverdale Elementary. I'm so excited to be there and to be with them. So thank you. I'm really, really excited for this adventure. And I'd like to thank my husband, Danny Thomas. He is also a teacher in Weber School District. He teaches at Fremont High. He's a history teacher, and he has helped me endlessly with my whole career. He would grade papers for me. He's just always there supporting me, and I couldn't be here without him. So I really appreciate him. So thank you.
Congratulations.
Next, I want to invite Heather Georgie to come forward. Okay, Heather attended Weber State to get a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education. Western Governors, she earned her Master's in Special Education, and she earned her Administrative Leadership at Grand Canyon University. Heather has been teaching for 15 years. Heather has taught 1st, 2nd, and 5th grade, as well as special education, K through 6. Heather and her husband have 6 children, ranging from the age of 5 to 25. So I'm going to turn the time over to Heather.
And really quick, let me just remind everybody, we've had so many changes. Heather Georgie is going to be the principal at Silver Ridge.
So, Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, Board, I have to tell you, this is the best day ever. This is a dream come true. And, you know, we had a meeting a few months ago. It was like, remember this, the day you prayed for this, and every day. So I am so excited. Thank you. beyond that, I am so excited that I get to go back to Silver Ridge and be a part of their family, and that's where I started my internship this year. So I just want to thank you so much, and I'm so appreciative that you trust me with the students and the community. So thank you.
You want to introduce anybody, Heather?
So we are very shy, if you haven't already told. And anyway, my husband has been there and like made everything happen for me. He's in the back of the room, Tyson. So thank you.
Okay, we want to invite Quincy Mongalich up. Quincy would be the principal at Rocky Mountain Junior. Okay, Quincy attended Weber State University and got a Bachelor of Science in Biology with a biology composite. She also attended American College of Education and got her Master's in Education and Leadership. She's been in education for 23 years. She taught at Fremont High, Aquinas College and Mercedes College, Walquist Junior High, and Weber High School. She was an intern at Walquist Junior High and Weber High, assistant principal at Weber High, and president and assistant principal at Fremont. Quincy and her husband, Tom, who is a retired from military. He was in the Marine Corps for 24 years. They have, I want to make sure I got this right, 5 children, right, Quincy? Okay. And she also has 2 now in the Marine Corps. Her next 2 children are in high school, and his youngest is in junior high. Quincy.
Thank you. Superintendent and board, I'm just so excited and elated for the opportunity to be a Grizzly and to be at Rocky Mountain Junior High. I love the age group. They're just full of energy, good and bad, right? But you got to embrace it all, and I'm just really excited for that opportunity to be there and to be a part of the community that's still part of Fremont High School. I have with me my husband Tom, and he's incredibly supportive because this education world is a new world to him, and he's just embraced it. So I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Next, we're going to invite Brian Hewitt up. Okay, Brian would be assistant principal at Rocky Mountain Junior High. Brian attended Weber State, where he earned his Bachelor's of Art with a history major, with a minor in criminal justice. He attended Weber State to earn his educational leadership. He's been 6 years in education, 3 working with youth in custody. Brian has worked at North Davis Junior High in integrated science, U.S. history, and world geography. He's presently a dean of students at Farmington Junior High. Brian and his wife, Mackenzie, has a new daughter, Afton, and keeps them busy. Brian's currently living in the West Haven community. Brian.
Superintendent Butters, board, thank you guys for having me. I'm extremely excited to be here tonight. As I was entering the room, I started noticing that I was surrounded by former classmates, former teachers, former coaches. I was a Bonneville High graduate, and I feel like I'm coming home. I'm excited to come back to Weber School District. So I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity and looking forward to making a difference.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sorry. So yeah, my wife, Mackenzie, and our daughter, Afton. And then I'm also joined tonight by my parents, Gary and Michelle Heward.
Thank you, board. I'm going to turn the time over to Dave Health.
Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, Vice President Ritchie, and board members. As a graduate of Roy High, it is my privilege to be able to introduce to you the Roy Cone. Let's invite first the principal at Roy High, Brenda Hart. Come on up. Brenda received her Associates of Arts. We do. I think this is perfect. Yeah. Let's do that. Brenda received her Associate of Arts from Utah Valley State College, her Bachelor of Science with a major in English and a minor in Physical Education from Weber State University, and then a Master's of Arts in Education, Administration, and Supervision at the University of Phoenix. She has been with us for 17 years, an English teacher at Bonneville, Her assignments also included softball coach at Bonneville and the assistant principal currently at Roy High. Brenda and her wife Carrie have 5 kids and 3 grandchildren. Brenda, would you like to introduce?
Superintendent Butters and the board, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm very excited. If you've had the opportunity to be at Roy High, which I know most of you have and a lot of you out here have too, they say there's just something about Roy High, right? And I say there's a lot of truth to that. When I first was assigned to go to Roy High as an intern, they told me, you're gonna love it. There's just something about it. And I'm like, really? Like, what does that mean? Then you get in there, you just can't describe it. The kids love you, they need you. It's just the best place to be. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm excited to lead and help kids succeed. So thank you. I'd like to introduce my wife, Carrie, she's here, and our daughter, McKinley, and son-in-law, Landon Cosby, and 2 grandkids out there, and my mom, Robin Hart, and our other 4 kids and spouses and grandchildren are elsewhere right now. Thank you.
And now serving next year with Brenda, Brad Gathercole. Could you come and join us, Brad? Brad received Physical Education Science Composite in Teaching from Weber State University, and he also received his Educational Administrative Supervisory Certificate from Western Governors University. Been in education for 10 years, an 8th grade science teacher as well as physics at Sandridge Junior High, and then also a physics teacher at Weber High, and now currently administrative intern at Roy. Is that correct? Awesome. Brad's family consists of his wonderful wife Brianne and 3 children, Mason 9, Avery 6, and Brenley 3. They've been married for a few months, shy of 15 years. They both grew up in Weber School District and graduated from Weber School District schools. They are fortunate enough, they said, that their students, their children, are part of the next generation of kids in Weber School District. Brad.
Superintendent Butters, the board, thank you for the opportunity. As I was listening to people talk, I was reflecting on what I was feeling this time a year ago, being presented as an intern, and I don't know if much has changed, because I still feel that same thing right now, but I am grateful for the opportunity to continue to serve the Roy community. It's like home, like kind of like what Brenda was talking about. We have an awesome team. I'm excited to work with the team that we will have next year, and thank you. So I brought with me my wife, Brianne. Sorry, I'll hear about this later, I'm sure. And then our 3 kids are at home because, quite frankly, they would be loud and not sit through this. So.
Also on the Roy High School team, administrative intern at Roy High, Bryce Chamberlain. Come on up, Bryce. Give us a little more room. Mr. Chamberlain received his Bachelor's of Music in Instrumental Music Education from the University of Utah, and then a Master's of Education in Instructional Design from Western Governors University. And then also a Master's of Science in Educational Leadership from Western Governors University. Been with us 6 years, a teacher at Bonneville High, and he taught band, guitar, CE music appreciation, ACT and GED preparation, and also directed the Bonneville Drumline. Now, I love this one, also the esports team coach, right? And served on various committees and leadership teams throughout the school. Bryce's wife, Jessica, is a band director for us right now at Rocky Mountain Junior. They've been married for 7 years and are the parents of 2 wonderful kids, Elijah and Penelope. Bryce.
Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, the board, very excited to be here, very humbled, a little bit terrified, but mostly excited for this opportunity to be here and accept this position as an administrative intern. The word Chamberlain, going back, originally was designed for people who served kings and queens, so I think it's only fitting to start my administrative career with the Royals. Excited to, I think 4800 South is a great street to work on at Bonneville. Excited to get to keep working there over at Roy. And excited to work with Brenda and Brad and Jake and the team over there, the community that's there. I want to say thank you, recognize my wife, Jessica. She's the band director at Rocky. So Quincy and Brian, I realize I'm biased, but your best teacher right here if you want to get to know her. Want to shout out to my parents as well who are watching from Sandy and Arizona respectively. And thank you to my mother-in-law who's at home with our 2 kids so they're not running laps around the room. So thank you.
Good luck.
Next up from the Roy Cohn is Chris Archuleta, an administrative intern at Roy Junior High. Chris received his bachelor's in special education from Weber State University and a master's in educational leadership from Western Governors. 10th year in education. First 7 years were in Box Elder District, right? And then he came on over. The last 3 years have been at Orion Junior High here in Weber School District. I love this. He said, I've been a math special educator for my entire life. I've had the opportunity to co-teach in all of those 10 years that I have also worked as a co-teacher in grades 6 through 9. I've been a department head most of my career and a member of the MTSS, as well as PLC representatives for my school in Box Elder, and a football liaison, part-time coach, also at Orion Junior High. Chris has been married to his wife, Lindsay, since 2015. They have 2 children, Kai, 13, and Koa, right, 8 at Green Acres. Kai's at North Ogden Junior. Right on. They live in North Ogden, and he said it's a place that we've always had a hard time living. We just keep staying and coming back. Please, Chris.
Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and the board, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I'm super humbled to take an administrative role at Roy Junior High. Kind of a funny little story is my very first interview ever out of college was at Roy Junior High. I did not get the job, but I'm coming back for redemption with Rob. Yeah, so I tried to start here, but I ended up in Box Elder. So I'm back though. I'm ready for redemption. As I look around the room, there's a lot of educators that have played a pivotal role on my development from a young kid to an adult. I'm a product of Weber School District. I went to Bates and Majestic, spent some time at Orion, then went to North, where I finally graduated from Weber High School. So I'm super thankful, I'm super humbled, and I can't wait to make a difference with these kids. So thank you. Because it was so last minute, my family and my young kids are out doing activities, so they're not here. But I promise this time next year, I'll make sure they're here. Thank you.
Next up in the Roy Cohn, Skylar Kendall, assistant principal at Sandridge Junior High. While he's coming up, Skylar received his Bachelor's of Arts in Spanish from Weber State University and a Master's of Educational Leadership from Western Governors University. Skylar's been in education for 10 years, a teacher and a coach at Bonneville High School, and currently the administrative intern at Fremont. Skylar and his wife Kennedy live on Ogden's East Bench with their 2 little girls and their golden retriever. They are expecting another baby girl next month. Skylar.
President Whittison and board and Superintendent Butters, thank you for the opportunity. This last year, my first year in administration, has been awesome, and I'm really excited for my first opportunity to jump into the junior high world. I'm excited and just the right amount of terrified to work with those kids. And I am just grateful. I love the kids. I've always been involved in Weber District, never been outside of the district, and I don't plan to. I love the kids here, and I'm excited to see what's new and what's ahead. But I've got my family here. You guys have already met them from when Jen introduced them, so I'll just reiterate that my wife, Kennedy, is in the back, and got my parents and in-laws, and our girls have been yelling at you all night, and just happy to be here. So thank you.
Also working with Skylar at Sandridge Junior High, Ashley Bladesdell, administrative intern at Sandridge. Come on over. Ashley received her Bachelor's of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences from Southern Utah University, a Master's of Education in Educational Technology from the American College of Education, and her administrative supervisory certificate from Utah State University. Ashley's been with us 16 years, 3 years at Roy Junior High and 13 years at Weber High. Ashley and her husband Tyson have been married for almost 9 years. They have 3 children. McCaslin is 7, first grade at Majestic Elementary. Mackay is 6, as in kindergarten, and their youngest, Brexley, is 3. The family spends a lot of time at the gym with their oldest child, who is a very competitive tumbler, and on the soccer field with Mackay. Ashley.
Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and board, I'm very excited and grateful for this opportunity. My very first interview was actually at Roy Junior High also, and I got that job. So I'm excited to go back to the Roy Cone, just at Sandridge this time, because I absolutely loved the junior high world. I always have wanted to teach. It's been my dream since I was 3. There's never been anything else for me. It's always been education, and so I'm really excited to start my administrative career in the district. It's gonna be a little bit hard for me because I have never changed school colors. My junior high, my high school, we were always red, white, and black. Same with Roy Junior, same with Weber High, so it's gonna be a little different going to brown and gold, but I'm excited to embrace it, so thank you for the opportunity. I brought with me my husband and my 3 kids, so Tyson, and then I've got the 3 kids there. Also, my in-laws are here, Debbie and Kevin, and then my parents are watching from Southern Utah. So,
An elementary in the Roy Cone, a new principal at North Park Elementary, Michelle Straight. Come on up. Michelle received her associates from Snow College, her bachelor's with a major in elementary education from Utah State University, a minor in music up there, right? Also a master's of curriculum and instruction from Western Governors University. She's been with Weber District for 16 years. She's been a 4th and 5th grade classroom teacher at Uinta Elementary, an administrative intern, and presently the Title I coordinator at North Park, right? Awesome, that's a nice fit. This is a fun one. Michelle's husband, Brent, also taught for the district for 30 years. Michelle and Brent have 7 children. Here I go. Leilani, Annalise.
Kind of.
Lelena.
You want me to say them?
Yes.
Lelena, Annalise, Krista, Kylie, Brenton, Jerem, and Elizabeth.
Beautiful. You did that well. All will be graduates of Bonneville High School. Elizabeth graduates in May. Son-in-law, Christopher Anderson, married daughter, Annalise. They live in New Hampshire, and there she has 4 grandchildren, Bruce, Jack, Luke, and Ruth, right? Also, she said Michelle's parents, Mike and Deanne Canfield, live with Michelle and her husband, and mother-in-law, Rudy Straight, live within just a half a mile. So the family stays close. Michelle.
Superintendent Butters and Board President Whittison and esteemed board members, I am so humbled and incredibly excited to be able to stay at North Park Elementary School. I absolutely love our kids and our teachers and our whole staff, and I love our community and our parents. So I am so excited to be able to spend more time with them. I brought my husband with me. He's my best friend, and he's my, he pushes me, which I'm grateful for. And my children are spread from coast to coast, and they're all over the place right now, but they are cheering me from the background. But I just wanted to take a second and thank, and I'm not going to say names, all of my mentors and all of my friends. Thank you for all the things you've taught me and the experiences I've been able to have, and for those very well-timed, well-placed comments that have stuck in my brain and in my heart and allowed me to become better as a person and to grow. And I am humbled. I know I'm not perfect, but I know that when I work as a team that we can do great things. I'm sorry for Jared to be leaving our staff, but I'm excited to be able to help carry on his vision and the things that we've been doing there. So thank you very much.
Next up for the Roy Cone, principal at West Haven Elementary, and coming to us, another steal from Davis School District, Courtney Geisler. There she is, right there. Courtney received her associates from BYU, Idaho, her Bachelor's of Arts in Elementary Education from Boise State in Idaho, and then her Master's of Instructional Leadership from Utah State, right? 13 years in education, a teacher in 4th through 6th grades, and now currently an assistant principal, right? Courtney has a very supportive husband and an incredible blended family with 6 kids between the two. She said, we have 2 little kids, Caden, 10, and Cambry, 8, and 4 big kids, right? She said, we love the outdoors, to travel and spend time at the beach. Courtney.
Thank you. Like I was worried about this. I was thinking I either needed really big shoes or this was going to have to happen. But Superintendent Butters and President Whittison and members of the board, I am so unbelievably grateful to be here with you and to join Weber School District and to experience my first principalship at West Haven. And I'm so grateful for my family and my husband, who is incredibly supportive and thoroughly enjoying the front row with me. And I would just like to say thank you, and I'm so excited to meet the students and the faculty and the community at West Haven, and thank you again so much.
Welcome.
And now, board, as a principal of the feeder schools to Weber High most of my career, it is my privilege to go to the Weber Cone. Let's begin with yet another wonderful opportunity from Davis District, Libby Jacobson, who will be the principal at Majestic Elementary. Libby's had a lot of experience with the immersion schools, and she comes to us highly, highly recommended. 18 years in education, a junior high history teacher, a 6th grade teacher, presently elementary assistant principal. Is that right, Libby? Libby has been married to her husband, Eric, for almost 12 years. They have 3 children. Jerica's 19, Peyton is 17 years old, and Lincoln is 10. The family also has 2 dogs, Leo and Mac. They love to travel and recently vacationed in Tulum, Mexico. Libby's family spend time in the mountains as much as possible, skiing and snowboarding at Snow Basin in the winter, and then camping, hiking, and fishing the rest of the year. Libby.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and School Board. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so excited. When I saw who the principal was of Majestic Elementary, we lived in West Haven for a few years, and my kids went to Country View, and Melissa Copeland was their principal. And we still have a picture of my kindergarten Lincoln. He was sitting with her as like a Principal Pride Award. So that was really cool. And then the second connection I had is I went to a Majestic Elementary, but in West Jordan. And so I'm super excited. And my staff they think that the Majestic name is just fantastic. And now I am, everywhere I go, they are talking about how majestic I am. But I'm very excited. I can't wait. Tomorrow I get to meet the staff and the principal, and it's going to be a great experience, and I'm excited to be back in the Weber area. So thank you.
Oh, yes, yes.
Eric, he's my husband. He's awesome. And yes, we're all loving the front row. So.
And finally, it will be my privilege to introduce Renelle Cox, new principal of North Ogden Elementary. Renelle. She received her Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, a master's degree in Curriculum and Instruction, both from Weber State University, and then she got her Administrative Supervisory Certificate at Utah State University. Renelle and I started the same year, didn't we? 30 years ago. Renelle has taught a K-3 behavior unit, a K-6 resource education for many, many years. And then this is fun. I asked her what happened to 4th grade. She's taught 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. But for some reason in 30 years, the 4th grade slipped away, right? Now as the principal, you can go down and get some practice. Renelle has been married to Gary for 32 years. Her sons, Bryce, Jordan, and Corbin. Her daughter, Kaylee, and her daughter-in-law, Stacy. Renelle.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Superintendent Butters and President Whittison and the board. I'm very humbled to be here with a lot of my mentors and my heroes in Weber School District that have pushed me and taught me and led me to where I am today. I'm grateful for Chance down at Canesville, where I did my internship, and Katie, who's here from Birch Creek, where I'm doing the rest of my internship, and Shelley over at Roosevelt, where I'm doing some internship. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little nervous to fill Shelley's shoes. She's amazing, and I'm a little nervous to go up and fill her shoes, but I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited for the opportunity, and I look forward to doing it, so thank you. I have my husband, my best friend Gary, here. My 4 kids and daughter-in-law all said, "Way to go, Mom," but we got other things. So he's just here with me. I'm grateful for my mom and my mother-in-law who support me. And again, I just want to say thank you.
Superintendent and board, there's just exciting times to look forward to in the Roy and Weber cones.
Thanks, Dave.
Right. Anybody needs hydration? It's a little morbid here. See Clyde or Dave. I'll send them on an errand for some water bottle. We're almost there. Hang on, folks, but we want to make sure we give everybody ample time. We're going to move and pivot to the Westfield cone. Just 2 appointments there, but very big appointments. Matt Patterson, please come on down to the front here. Matt has been appointed to be the principal of the new Mountain View Junior High School. He graduated from Weber State University with an Earth Science teaching composite, Western Governors University, and has a master's in ed leadership. 20 years as an educator. Science teacher, award-winning, I might add, at Orion Junior High. He's been an administrative intern at Bonneville High, assistant principal at Bell, curriculum specialist for science, fine arts, and history, and he's currently done just an outstanding job as a principal at Orion Junior High School. He's been married for 24 years to the amazing and supportive Melinda. They have 3 children. Ammon, attending Utah State. Nathan is a senior at Morgan High, and I hope he's not flooded out up there. The water's running high. And Lillian, is a freshman at Morgan High. The Pattersons love being together, going on epic adventures any chance they get. Welcome, Matt.
Superintendent Butters, board. I don't know what I'm gonna get myself into, but I'm so excited. Well, what I did do is I found the only outfit I've got that's their colors, right? So I got the teal and the gray. I look forward to doing some other shopping to get my outfit coordinated, and I'm also excited for my first selfie with a hard hat on it. I hope that's an opportunity. Larry, do I get that? So he had to leave, but no, I cannot be more excited for the opportunity to start the legacy of a brand new school. It's humbling and exciting, and I look forward to all those challenges that come with. I realize that this next year will be a year I've never experienced before, and I know a lot of people haven't, and it'll be fun to take that challenge on, but also look forward to the team of people that I know that I've grown to love over the 20 years career, that I have lots and lots of friends and those that will help make this school amazing. So thank you so much. A little embarrassing. I have my wife and my daughter had she had her first track meet for Morgan High, and they were coming back late. She did place first in the 200 in her heat, so she's pretty excited. So they're still coming back from that track meet. My oldest had a chemistry final, and so he is at Utah State doing that. But I do have my son Nathan. He's my favorite child tonight. I'm going to take him out to dinner. And so if he can wave, he's here. And during this, he's only spent a couple of minutes on his phone. So we're great. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Congrats, Matt. Mr. Martini, come on down. He's not used to feeling so uncomfortable over 2 years. We've moved him a little bit, and so we appreciate his patience. Mike Martini will be the new principal at Westfield High School. Mike earned his his bachelor's and his master's degree from Utah State and his certificate in administration from University of Phoenix. He's been an educator for 13 years, taught health and emergency response at North Ridge High School, as well as coached football and basketball. He was an assistant principal at Clearfield High, principal of Kaysville Junior High, and is currently serving as the principal of the Royals at Roy High School. Mike has been married to his beautiful wife, Catherine, for 16 years. They have 3 children, Case, Kate, and Kendall. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Superintendent, President, and Board, for this wonderful opportunity to do this. I actually found this in my closet, and it little different because it's got the orange, the blue, and the gold, and I feel that's one of the big goals with this. I've loved working at Roy. It has been an outstanding place, and the culture and the traditions there has taught me a great deal of where we need to go with Westfield, and so I appreciate this opportunity. So I don't forget, I have my lovely wife here, the beautiful wife Catherine, and then my youngest Kendall is there as well. She's been great sitting there. And then my other 2, they're home or something. I don't know where they're at. And then I can also, my sister Laurie, who works here in HR, I appreciate her support as well. So thank you.
Congrats, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Scott Frank, come on down, new principal at Canyon View. Scott earned a dual major in elementary and special education from Weber State. Grand Canyon University, he earned his Master of Education and Educational Administration. He's been an educator for 18 years. He served as a paraeducator in a mild, moderate, and life skills classroom, a mild, moderate, life skills teacher. He's been a special ed coordinator for our district and is currently interning at Canyon View with Juliana Woodbury. Scott has a wonderful family of 4 kids, Scotland, interesting, Molly, Jack, Eli, and a beautiful wife, Shawnee. They've been married for over 15 years. Their 2 girls attend North Ogden Junior and 2 boys attend Bates. The Franks enjoy times playing games together, listening to music, going on vacation. Scott's parents are Scott and Karen Frank, and he has 2 sisters and 3 brothers. Welcome.
Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and the rest of the board, thank you guys for this opportunity. I know it hasn't been too long. Just like Brad shared, it doesn't get any easier to get in front and kind of talk about a few things, but my experience over at Canyon View has been amazing. Working with Juliana, I don't know if I could have had a better kind of leader and support and someone to be able to learn from, and I'm excited to continue to work with her and Jared as I've gone to school, Jared, and so it's just going to be a great experience to be able to kind of work with them. I'm excited to be able to work at Canyon View. What a great school. Probably it is the best school. The kids, if you ever get the opportunity, come on over, come and see what we have and really kind of feel that just the energy and the excitement that happens there. Every day's different, so just be prepared, get ready to have some good shoes to run and an extra pair of clothes sometimes, but it's great. So grateful for this opportunity. I think the sad part is last time I filled out this paperwork, it talked about 15 years, and my wife, I know, gave me a razz of crap because she was like, how many years have we been married? It's been longer than 15. I just couldn't remember. Now that I'm on the spot again, I was like, crap, I never fixed that. I think we're going on 18, but over here is Shawnee, and then our 4 kids are at home. We've got 2 youngins and school tomorrow, so they're helping us get them to bed. So anyways, grateful for this opportunity.
Congrats, Scott. Go ahead, Jen.
I have to share a terribly embarrassing but grateful feelings about the Franks. They have purchased our family home, which was in our family for over 60 years. The night before they're signing the paper, my daughter says, the only thing I care about is that rock out front. So my husband gets his backhoe, and we go to dig up the rock. So we're out there digging the rock the night before. These sweet people pull up. Hello, could we help you? Well, here's the reason. This is why we're stealing this rock. And they were so kind and so understanding. They said, oh, our parents would do the same thing. You go ahead and take the rock. So I know their hearts are phenomenal for his profession and for the whole neighborhood who already loves them. My son went by today and he said, I love those people. They love our family house. Yes. So thank you, Franks.
All right, thanks, Janice. Our board will finish with 3 final appointments, our elementary interns. Let's start with Karen Miller. Karen? Is Karen here tonight? Oh, there she is. Yep. Karen's recently had a hip replacement and you can't even tell. She's moving pretty good right there. Karen graduated from Utah State University with a BS in Business Education, Utah State, with a psychology master's with an emphasis in school counseling, and she's completing right now her educational leadership certification from Western Governors. She's been at this business for 22 years. She's been a business teacher at North Ogden Junior in Sandridge. She's been an adult education teacher, a business marketing teacher at Two Rivers High School, a counselor at North Ogden Elementary, a counselor at Orion Junior High, and she has served as our coordinator in student services and in educational equity, where she's currently serving. Karen has 5 wonderful adult children and 8 more even wonderful grandchildren.
Thank you. Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and board, I'm really excited about this opportunity. I've had a great experience being in the district office for the last 9 years, and I have learned from the greatest people. And that way I've been able to rub shoulders with all the administrators and all the people that are supportive of our staff, and I'm excited to get back out to the school and be able to be more with our kids. So I appreciate your confidence and willingness to let me serve this way. I brought my 2 girls, Alice and Jocelyn are here. And, oh, okay. And then my granddaughter Greta is here. And I have my daughter streaming in from Denver as well. So, hi, Hayes. And I brought my best friend Mike with me, too. So, thank you.
Nanette Watson. Nanette? Well, Nanette's making her way up. I'll just start here. She's earned her bachelor's degree from Weber State University, a master's of education, and a PhD in education with an emphasis on literacy, education, and leadership. She has an administrative licensure from Utah State. She's had 17 years in public education. She's served as a preschool teacher, 6th grade teacher, Title I teacher, reading specialist, university instructor, assistant director of the Utah State University Literacy Clinic. Nanette and her husband Cody Watson celebrated their 25th anniversary earlier this year. They have 5 children, 2 in college, 1 at Weber High, and twin boys at North Ogden Junior High. Welcome.
Thank you. Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and members of the board, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to continuing to work in Weber District and just continue to work and serve the students in this district. I brought with me tonight my husband, Cody Watson, my parents, Mike Mills, his friend Kay Hardy, my mom, who is a retired administrator from the district, Elaine Jensen, and 3 of my children, the ones that aren't at college. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Kim Vorwaller, come on down. Kim, oh, she's right here close. Earned a bachelor's degree of science in elementary education from Weber State University, her master from Grand Canyon University in arts, reading with an emphasis in elementary education. She is currently completing her administrative licensing from Southern Utah. She's been an educator for 18 years, taught 4th grade at D Elementary in Orchard Springs, 6th grade teacher at Club Heights and Majestic. Kim's family lives in Pleasant View. She's married to Monty Vorwaller, who is also a teacher in Weber School District. They've been married for 27 years. They have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. The oldest is 22 and the youngest is 14. Welcome.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters and President Whittison and board. I'm really excited for this new opportunity and appreciate all you do to make Weber School District a great place. I feel like it's a family. I started at Bates Elementary as a kindergartner and just stayed, and now I'm an educator and have been here, and I'm just so appreciative for this opportunity. And I wanted to have a special thank you for Mary Jo Williams, who really just,
I never saw myself doing this, and she just really saw it in me before I did, so I really appreciate that. I brought with me tonight, my husband's on loan from Roy High. If you know him, you know. And my kids, I'm sure, are not watching, but I'm sure they're really happy for us. So thank you so much. I'm excited.
Well, President Whittison, great board. We are in very good hands and the future's bright. I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Superintendent Butters. Congratulations to everyone on the new appointments and your new positions. It's an awesome group. I'm sure I speak for the entire board. You've got our love, our support, and we just appreciate everything that you do. So thank you so much. We're going to turn just a couple minutes to Board Member Jan Burrell, and then we'll finish up.
Really quickly, Mr. Whittison, President Whittison asked me to do something, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have to pay for this, I know. But we were just made aware tonight that our superintendent is going to receive an amazing award in the state. It's the Promising Youth Award. And the ones that I know that have received it have been like Norma Matheson and just amazing people. So we know that our superintendent walks with those same people. So we just wanted to make you aware that that award will be awarded in May, actually. But she wasn't aware of that.
Thanks, Jan.
You bet.
I would look for a motion to close.
So moved. It's hot in here.
Thanks, everyone. We appreciate you.
You.